Hey all, thought I'd do something a little different. You can probably tell this is my desktop. I want to show you something silly about the YouTube Studio panel. Now, for those of you who don't create stuff, this is where you get information about how your videos are doing. Mine, mine or whatever, the shorts. Live don't mean much nowadays since I usually just cut up the live streams and put them as videos, for the 1080p, right? Here's posts. You can look at your posts here, playlists. You can basically anything related to your content you can do here on the content tab. However, there's something I want to show you guys, and it's something absolutely silly. You see this this tab right here? One I'm circling right now? Inspiration. Now, inspiration, I can see the idea. YouTube wants to inspire people to make new videos, help get the brain flowing, right? And I think it's a good cause. However, it can be silly sometimes. Now, this is just some random ideas based on my channel. Although it seems to only revolve around the Transformers videos at the moment. We have real-life implications of Cybertronian warfare tactics. Examining the ethics of sentient robot autonomy. Another interesting idea. Exploring the emotional impact of robotic transformations. Now we're going a little weird. Okay, here's another one that's a little more normal. Deconstructing heroic sacrifices in Transformers lore. And analyzing leadership styles of Optimus Prime. Okay, mostly normal. It had one kind of strange one. So that's what you see if you just look at the tab and it just looks at your videos in general, right? You can also enter a topic. For example, inspiration tab. Decoding YouTube's inspiration tab algorithms. Right. Not sure what the hell that's about. Unlocking hidden creator trends. Inspiration tab deep dive. Is YouTube's inspiration tab a game changer? My strategy to using YouTube's inspiration tab. And finding your next video idea. The inspiration tab. So it starts off kind of BS and gets a little better as the list goes by. Now, you might notice something. These are AI generated. In fact, let me go and press this one here. Exploring the inspiration tab within YouTube's analytics can be demonstrated, revealing how content creators might discover new ideas, insights into leveraging this tool for effective content strategy to be shared, offering a deeper understanding of audience interests. It gives you a hook and like a little outline that you could use. Let me check a look at the outline here. Oh, boom. They have several outlines. We have Beyond the Obvious. Ever feel stuck staring at a blank screen, desperately needing a new video idea? What if I told you the answer wasn't in brainstorming, but right under your nose, already waiting for you on YouTube? Today, we deep dive into the game-changing tool that most creators either ignore or don't even know exists. Okay, so these aren't bad, right? The real hilarity goes when you let's go back to the videos, right? When you ask YouTube to make something based on an existing video. Let me use the first part of the Fear Perseus Mandate playthrough that I'm doing. So you click on the three dots, and you go to brainstorm video ideas. And now it gets a little weird. Project Icarus, new Fear division revealed. Alpha Squad's origin, Fear Perseus Mandate lore. White Man's connection to Perseus Mandate? Oh, look at that. They didn't even make a, they couldn't make a thumbnail on that one. Who are the new Fear operatives? Deep dive. Fear Corporation's expansion plans. So as you can already tell, they're all over the damn place, right? So these are AI generated, obviously, and even tells you right here. AI generated content can vary in quality, may be inaccurate or inappropriate, and shouldn't be relied on for professional advice. Yeah, no shit. In other words, whether you get something good out of this is completely random, right? However, the most hilarious thing is when you get to some of these thumbnails that they generate, right? Here we are. Now, they're small thumbnails, usually. What you can do, right, is you go to open new image in new tab, and instead of opening it, it'll just drop it on your computer. And this is where the fun begins. Oh wait, what the hell am I doing? I already have a download. I've downloaded a few of these. You know, there are some alright ones, but most of them are kind of fucked up. Let's start here. Here we have Fear. Ors of Alpha. Ors? The fuck is Ors? Right down here. I'm not even sure what an Ors is, but whatever. Maximize again. Here we are. There we go. Here we go. It looks like a bunch of people in space suits. This got a little like an alien over here. See the huge ass head? Kind of looks like a stereotypical little green man type of alien, right? Looks like a whole bunch of fire in the background. So this looks like more like a far-flung sci-fi future than anything in the Fear games. You can also see here that the Fear logo is not using the correct font. Yeah, that's a bit of a weird oversight. It looks I don't know. I'm trying to point this. I'm trying to figure out what that. It can almost look like a NASA type of font almost. Like not quite there, but it's an interesting attempt at the logo at the name, which is undone by what are some of the most uncharacteristic visuals for Fear. Next, we have a Transformers picture, right? Now, the guys in the background are whatever, although I'm not sure who this snakehead dude is. But the centerpiece, as you can see, is Megatron. Right here. Now, at the most casual glance, he seems alright. You know, gray, has the general body type. However, there are two just glaring errors that you can even figure out at the most casual glance. Now, first off, he doesn't have his arm cannon. Instead, he's using a pistol. You know, the massive arm cannon he's always had is almost as defining as his helmet and his voice and the sort of thing like that. However, the real big one, Megatron. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I need to tell any Transformers fan what's wrong here. Also, there's these random balls. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be. Neither of them look like Cybertron. Maybe a grenade or something? I'm not sure. What's next? Here's another one. Decoding Megatron's twisted philosophy of power. Okay. Not a bad idea for a video. Now let's look at this this picture. Now Megatron's got a lot more red than he usually does. We're gonna ignore the completely abstract psychedelic background we're seeing here, right? But yeah, he's got a lot more red than he usually does. He has this weird concerned expression on his face, which is not something I would expect Megatron to ever have. He's usually just angry. That's usually what comes to mind when I think of Megatron. And looking at the logo, there's this weird I get the best I could call it is like some weird amalgamation of the Autobot and Decepticon logos. We're gonna see more of that. We're gonna take a break though. Unpacking gun accessory myths, reacting to @TIBCam. This is this was generated by one of my recent reactive videos, the one about the kid who brought the gun to school. I don't even know what to say about this. Like, a lot of these, this looks like some weird collage of random things. I see a few guns, a couple of sights. Not sure what the hell's my, not sure what this is supposed to be. A barrel coming off of this gun that already has a barrel? What kind of North Korean shit is this? This one looks like somebody put glitter on it, or ticker tape or some shit. I don't know. And I'm not even sure what the hell this is. Is it a scope? Then what's this part? Absolutely insane. Okay, back to Fear. And we're continuing with the far-flung future setting. We have a dude in a helmet that kind of looks like a Ghost's mask from Call of Duty 2. I mean, Modern Warfare 2, I'm sorry. We got this guy who looks like he wouldn't be out of place in like Halo or something like that. Or Helldivers or some like really far future type of deal. His armor here is completely mismatched. Got a couple of, got like some spaceships. And an interesting division between ice and fire. So this looks like some kind of conflict going on a title locked world, which actually sounds like it would be a cool idea for a video game, but for a Fear logo, for a Fear video, maybe not so much. Also, we have another strange font for the Fear logo. It's something much more plain for Perseus Mandate. Here's one from the Doom 3 video, Road to Hell. And this is probably the closest we get to something that's thematically appropriate. You have the portal, although it's a little more multicolored, not quite as orange. And while this guy is completely original, he looks suitably demonic. He has the spike coming out of the side of, like, from one of his traps. He's got the glowing eyes, the ears. You know, his skin looks all leathery, and you know, he's got the fucking nasty ass sharp teeth. You know, he looks like something that that would fit in hell. So I'm gonna give good marks. This one's another all right one. And now we're getting weird again. Now this is from my recent Soul Blazer video, where we were at the Mountain of Souls, right? And again, it's not so bad. I'm not sure who these three are supposed to be. This chick looks a little too much like Zelda for my taste. I'm not sure. I guess this guy's supposed to be the hero. He doesn't really look like him. Although he does have the gold pauldrons at least. Not sure about the cape. And then we have this random bit of sci-fi. This this wheel creature with a bit that's removed, so he looks more like a C, like a cog with a C for a shield, and the glowing power source deal. Very strange, very strange. And finally, we're back to Transformers. Now, again, first glance, it seems all right. Nothing jumps out. Although we have this guy here in the back, looking like he's summoning magic fire, which is thematically inappropriate. We have all the Technicolor neon shit around here. This guy's gun looks like it's broken. So why would he have a gun when he has a shoulder cannon? And then we have Megatron, whose mouth, for some reason, looks slanted in a way you never see him on the show, right? Now, they couldn't quite get the logo right. I'm not sure what the hell that's supposed to be, but I guess they didn't expect you to zoom in this far. His his left, our right eye is bigger than the other. It's more horizontal. This one's more vertical, more like a almost anime like, right? And then we have over here the text: Megatron's brutal ascent. A new war begins, which is a good title for a video if you want to talk about Transformers lore, Megatron rising to power, and what have you. However, once again we see this weird, deformed amalgamation of the Decepticon and Autobot logos. It's not like oh, also, is this? I'm not sure who this is supposed to be. It kind of looks like some weird version of Galvatron, which makes no sense. I'm guessing that's what that is. Not sure about that guy. This is probably one of the best ones of the Transformer ones. And then we're back here, because I just wanted to show a sample of how insane this is. And I find it odd. We always talk about how these AI models, right? They need more information, more content to train off of. However, this is YouTube we're talking about, right? YouTube. And with a lot of these, there are tons of videos on YouTube already. I think the most egregious ones are the Transformer related ones, right? Because in addition to all the fan videos and toy reviews and what have you, you know, Hasbro has channels here. So Google has access to more than enough information to scrape. And it's still a bit weird. Let me go back to my videos. No, Transformers was all live, so I should probably go there. Come on. Oh no, they're gonna be on videos. I did that on Kick. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what the hell I'm doing half the time. I only started doing the whole cut up the VODs when I started getting issues with. Okay, I'm getting off a topic. We go here. Here we are. Brutal teamwork dissected. And you go here. Let's open that image. And are these guys in the background supposed to be the Combaticons? I'm not sure. And we have Optimus with a whole bunch of shattered glass and a nondescript logo. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. You would think this would be the easiest part, right? The text is very generic as well. Ever wonder how the Combaticons consistently decimate their opponents? It's not just brute force. It's a terrifying symphony of destruction. Join us as we dissect the intricate strategies and unparalleled teammates that make them one of the most formidable threats in the Transformers universe. Right. Meticulously engineered. I don't know if I'd call that the Combaticons that. At least not how they were depicted in Fall of Cybertron. They were very much. They were pretty damn savage. Although I will admit, the leader knew what the hell he was doing. But yeah, the images, it's amazing how much in the way of guardrails you have to put to get anything decent out of this, right? So, you know, when people talk about AI art, I'm not 100% sure we're there yet. Here's another one. That looks nothing like Bruticus. Absolutely nothing like Bruticus. Anyway, just thought I'd share my thoughts on this right here. Let me know what you think. If YouTube, with all the information in the world to scrape, can't get these images and these video ideas consistently sounding and looking good, how far are we truly away from really convincing AI works without a lot of human handholding? Thoughts in the comments. God bless you.